General Motors' futuristic locomotive with automotive design. Let's move a little away from the cars and turn towards the railway. More recently, we saw an interesting model of a locomotive which was developed at the time by GM, and it looks a lot like a car. Throughout its history, General Motors has worked in many industries besides automotive. This includes the manufacture of generators for ship, the manufacturers of trams, buses, and many similar goods. Until recently, in addition to passenger cars, most of the company's profit came from the participation in the railway industry. Back in 1930, General Motors bought the troubled locomotive manufacturer Electro-Motive Division (EMD), and over the next 8 decades built some of the best known electric and diesel trains, both passengers and commercials. By the early 1950s, train had grown larger and more powerful, and GM noted such trains were not needed over short distances. This was especially in the interest of those who traveled short distances near large cities, where the big dimensions of the carriages and the high consumption of bulky locomotives were certainly a problem. With this knowledge, GM decided to develop a special, smaller locomotive for such needs, in which the carriages would be the same dimensions as the buses. The first version was ready in 1955, and although the official designation was LWT-12, the public gave it the nickname Aerotrain. The Aerotrain was not only by much smaller than traditional locomotives, but also resembled cars in terms of design. Such a locomotive was driven by a 1,200 horsepower diesel engine, which allowed a maximum speed of 133 km per hour. Behind the Aerotrain were 10 carriages, 12 meters long and 40 seats each. Although the largest American manufacturer expected there will be many orders shortly, only 3 were produced in the end. They were mainly used for short-range use in the American states of Illinois, Pennsylvania, and New York, and were written off the service by the mid-60s. Here the question arises, why did such an ambitious plan fail? First of all, the 50s were marked by economic growth, so more Americans could afford a car. The Aerotrain was as expensive as the largest locomotives, and its engine seemed to be not powered enough. To all this, we should add the fact that while the Aerotrain looked futuristic, it was no more comfortable than other trains and had less comfortable seats. The rapid development of jet aircraft has led to an overall decrease in the need for rail services, so almost no one was surprised by the lack of success in this regard. Today, 2 aerodynamic trains and 4 cars have survived. One is in the Transportation Museum in the American city of St. Louis, Missouri, and the other in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The EMD division will remain in General Motors' hand until 2005, after which it will be sold to legendary industrial equipment manufacturer Caterpillar.